Yo, what is up? Whoa, I'm loud. I think I know why. Didn't I boost myself the other day? Yeah, there we go. Okay, what's up? That's much better. So we're in Fortnite? Oh yeah. Isn't that like all but confirmed now? Like we've even seen the Sora car or whatever? That. Oh, hold on, I left the chain. Let's get this show on the road. What is up? We are back with another KH2 session. What did I leave off? Like right before, yeah, the bulk of Hollow Bastion 2 stuff, and I just did Tron stuff. Let me just get the recordings all sorted out. Session number 9. Number 9. Yes, that's working too. Alright. And there we go. Alright. Let me just get my notes. Shouldn't need to be taking too much, but whatever stands out, or whatever I need to remember was pertinent about this recording. Yo, Ugbeast with the 31 months, thank you. Can you turn your music down or mic louder? Yeah, sure. I've suspected that the audio out of this setup has been a little loud. Maybe it's being doubled. What about now? Was it like being doubled? Oh, it was being doubled. Okay, that's why it was loud. Yeah, I didn't notice. I must have pressed some shit on this setup the other day. Alright, yeah, that should be how it's supposed to be. Alright. Let me know if it still needs to be a little quieter. I think that should be good. Try Gemini in Docs, Gmail, and more. Kill yourself, Google. Google Gemini, yeah. The AI that, doxed me once and nearly did it again, but thankfully I was off stream. Yeah, try it in your Google Documents. Hell no. What the fuck? What the fuck? Anything slightly louder music? Oh yeah, sure. 2 decibels. How's that? Josh. Alright, how are we now with this balance? Should be good. Perfect. Sweet. Thank you. Alright, we are ready. Let's go. Yeah, apologies for somewhat lack of streams recently. I've just had a lot of IRL duties and obligations. Good ones, though. And we're prepping for a week or so of some real fun streams. Rundus is coming through for about 10 days, and we're going to be doing some streams. So stay tuned for that. That'll be starting soon. But I figured I'd get in a quick little late night KH2 recording session, so I've been offline a little bit. IRL Blue Mode Gaming, yeah, pretty much. That's the idea. Decent bit of stuff planned specifically for Guitar Hero. And then more.
Hear me, my heartless. Attack the white husks. Sweep
Third
them
strike?
away.
I don't actually know if Rundus is much of a third strike player, which would be good, honestly, so that we should be more or less evenly matched up. We'll see. I'll have to ask him. I do want to do a Kosuge fighting game night. If you don't know what Kosuge means, it literally translates to shit game. Technically, Melee is kind of a Kosuge in a good way. but I have a bunch of like really shitty or random fighting games like Shrek Super Slam, naturally. There's a really, really bad Star Wars Tekken, like a Star Wars Tekken 2, essentially. I do want to try that. You ever hear about that game? Star Wars Masters of Terras Kai or whatever? It's like some Swedish... The Terras Kai literally translates in Swedish to like steel fist, like iron fist. It's like, it genuinely is just shitty Star Wars Tekken. It's really funny. I want to try it. Uh-oh, I almost died. Yeah, steel hands. And it's literally got a good number of animations that look straight lifted out of Tekken 2. Like, literally just like the standing and backdashing. Except it has ring outs and, like, sidestepping, I think. Wag. When was the last time you played Fortnite? It's been a while, but... I realized, with Sora all but confirmed, and Kingdom Hearts in general all but confirmed for Fortnite, they have a Guitar Hero mode.
Looks like she ran away.
Well, that was pretty
So I could do that.
I guess we picked the wrong
Because I've been playing a lot of Guitar Hero. I could do Fortnite Festival as Sora and Roxas and shit. I wonder if Fortnite's gonna hit me up if they know who I am, or give a fuck even. Both likely or unlikely. But I wonder if they're gonna hit me up and just like give me that shit and be like, hey, yeah, stream it. Here's $3, right? I would do it. You gotta shoot your shot, tweet at him. Well, we'll see once it becomes official, but yeah.
Perfect.
Come on.
Who are you?
Oh, we're nothing worth mentioning.
Just 3 treasure fanatics.
Later, taters.
Promise you make Sora hit the gritty day 1. Dude, I'll make him hit the fucking
Really
dab
have
pen.
any treasure?
I'm gonna make him green out in Tomato Town. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Of course. I've never seen the 10-2 cast in this game before. Have you ever played this game?
We don't have time for
They give you a Keyblade. That's the best one for EXP grinding. They're in like 3 or 4 cutscenes. Bro, no? You haven't played this game? Oh, that's funny. Based. There he is. Easy to forget this guy shows his face like halfway through the game just randomly for fun. He just does like the KH2 intro. And Sephiroth.
Ain't Sephiroth the one who's supposed to be the dark part of Cloud's heart?
Did Cloud tell you that? Then he must understand now.
Just what are you gonna do to him?
Nothing. Cloud is the one who hungers for darkness.
He said he's got a score to settle with you.
I see. He wants to meet me again. Then I should give him what he wants. That last bit of light is always the hardest to snuff out.
There he goes. Yeah, it'd be really funny if he said nothing, and then just this part of the animation goes. I'll have to put that in the new KH2 experience. Oh, I can go to the cavern and I can get Master Form leveled up like all the way. Yeah, we're gonna do that. What's been good recently? I haven't been online a lot recently. What have y'all been up to? What's new in gaming and people's lives? What is this? Let me consult the chart that I downloaded. Working? Hardly working or working hardly? Hardly Kirkin or Kirkin hardly? Managing blood sugar plus car shit. Whoa. Where is this image? Where did I keep it? Is it just in my downloads? Congratulations on your role in Road to Empress. What is this? Please enlighten me. What is this bit? Whoa! Oh, yeah, Chinese Ludwig, of course. I'm afraid today is a sad day. Don't tell me about it. And good luck. I'm sending you a luck buff. Where do I keep... I need to get this image in a good spot. This ability comparison chart that I keep losing that I need. What the fuck? Where did I keep it? My documents? Why is it not just in my Google Doc for this, like, these streams? Maybe it's in my bookmarks. Either way, I'm gonna embed it into my document just so it's there. Yeah, give me a second. I need to sort my shit out a little bit better. Well, all else fails, it's in the Discord. Wish me luck, I already did. Good luck. I'm gonna scroll up in stream chat, I think that's where it was posted. And then save it, and put it into my documents. Because I need it. And then I will have it. There it is, okay. Alright, save image. To the main computer. Go to the main computer. Downloads. Fullabilities.png. Drag and drop into Google document. And then make sure it's not somewhere annoying as hell. Put it in a document tab. Tab 2. Document tabs are really sick, by the way, if you've never, like, done some advanced Google Drive shit. Setting it to pageless format, so it's not randomly, you know, paged. They're making me install a fucking Google Docs extension to do copy and paste. Are you kidding me? Yeah, install Gemini to your Google Docs, too, because we don't know what we're doing. We need to make an AI to figure it out for you. What the hell? Okay. Psst. Extension for copy-paste, bro. The internet in the future is really cool, isn't it? Alright. Inshittified, like a Dark Souls status ailment shows up on screen. Inshittified. Poisoned. Toxic. Inshittified. Okay. I'm looking for... It's 2 AP. Like 3... round lines. 2 AP. Should be near the top. Where am I? Yeah, it should be up there. Underneath like an aerial something. Or above an aerial something. Unless you guys already know. I haven't even read chat. I have to go to court for sending an explicit photo to my cousin. Didn't I tell you not to fucking tell me about it? Luck buff revoked. And you should be careful, very careful what your next message is gonna be, because it could be your last. Didn't I tell you not to tell me about it? That's the first fucking thing that I said. And then I said all those nice things, and then you said, I sent my fucking cock to my hot cousin. You know, you're fucking banned. You can't listen. Didn't I tell you not to tell me about it? I don't want to hear about your chud sad day. Luck buff revoked. I hope you go to jail. Anyways, what is this fucking ability? Does anybody explain? Does anybody, know how to read? The first thing I fucking said, don't tell me about it. Dumb asshole. Pull up the chart. I'm looking at the chart! There's so many fucking words. And letters, and I'm scrolling. It's hard to tell. It might actually be flash step. It's round break. Thank you. I love round break. Starting off strong today, huh? Richard's like kept sending messages without even like thinking twice. Yeah, you should probably be in jail. Anyways. We made it to the cavern. I've missed this streaming, talking shit, and banning sexual deviance on YouTube. That's one of my favorite things about the YouTube frog hookup and like the YouTube chat connection and whatnot, is that like I have nearly zero throttle for banning people, whether they deserve it or not. Obviously, in this case, it was unequivocally deserved, right? But I get to get it out of my system a bit more because people on YouTube have, they like often have like none of the same culture and like, you know, I should say human decency, because they're on YouTube and the environment's totally different there. They just kind of like end up here, like they wander in off the streets and like we have to be, you know, we have to kick them out more often than everybody else. This area is fucking crazy. How goes the run? It's good. It's been just like a very normal, casual playthrough of KH2 with some experimentation and bullshit here and there. But it's really just like refamiliarizing myself with PS2 and just the vanilla of this game in general. Getting cutscene footage, just chilling. This fucking enemy. I need to remember how to play the game real quick. There's always the option of, you could watch on YouTube, and if you want to properly chat on Twitch, and I guess remove the YouTube frog debuff, you can still watch on YouTube. Just go to Twitch, pop out the chat. You could even bookmark. Here, I'll post a link, right? It's one of my bookmarks. It's just like the URL of my chat popped out, right? And so you could use a Twitch account and chat on here with just the chat box and watch on YouTube. And get like a, you know, combination, best of both if you're a premium Andy, which I am too. YouTube Premium is nice. Sometimes watching Twitch on weird mediums like a smart TV is a lot more convenient and faster with a fucking, you know, YouTube multi-stream version. I do that a lot too. But then I'll just like pull up the Twitch chat on my phone on the app and set it to chat only. Shit like that. You can do some cool things for that. I can recommend those methods. Also, I'm getting killed. I just want the one chest. If I had movement, I'd just be able to drop in and grab it. Or I could limit. Cheese it with a limit and go to the other chest. Yeah, I'll do that real quick. I just want the damn chest. I have to do a check of Goofy's abilities and shit just to make sure I'm not sitting on something that's really good that I can't read that he has. Okay. What's this item? Make a potion or two. Dead as soon as I put this up on there. Nope. Oh! Actually, really good for movement. Actually, the best thing that could happen right there. That's actually the best thing that could have occurred in that exact moment. You get out of here. Get the hell out of here. Okay, and it gave me a refund too. Watching from a smart TV, my chat messages appearing 30 seconds later. Yeah, that's always fun. Yeah, 7TV was having some weird issues recently, wasn't it? Like it wasn't working, was working just randomly sometimes. smart CRTs. They do, or rather there is a way. It's called hooking up a Roku from 2017 that has a 3.5mm jack to composite still as an option, and then plugging it into a smart TV, setting it to it's plugging it into a CRT and setting it to 4x3. That's what I do. Yeah, fuck smart TVs, by the way. Some of the most... I gotta start thinking about my blood pressure a bit more. I've been realizing some of these things have been getting under my skin way more than I realized. Fucking... Smart TVs. Some of the most obnoxious things from the simplest interactions have been occurring on some of the newer smart TVs I've been interacting with. Have any of you ever had the displeasure of using a TV that makes a big fucking deal out of just switching inputs to like HDMI 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever? What is smart about that? What is smart about that? You switch it to HDMI 1 and it says, detecting what the signal is, press down on your remote if it is a PC, right? A dumb TV would have immediately handled that interaction and bam, there's the image. What are we doing? And then it shows the logon screen and then it cuts out again. It's like, we're optimizing your TV for a UHD quality, and it's like, dude, I'm gonna eat this TV over the course of 700 days in small fucking fragments that I'm gonna throw into my cereal and shit it out eventually, right? Smart TV. Where's Magic Lock on? It's kind of fucking annoying. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Mine swaps and inputs instantly. Great! I'm happy for you. I'm genuinely happy. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but you know what I mean. Good for you. Anyways, this is not about you. This is about TVs that do this. But good for you. I'm happy for you. Yeah, Rokus are pretty good. It's just that it sucks that Roku doesn't have an official Twitch app. They just have, like, bootlegged ones. You know? That's where, you know, people that multi-stream come in clutch because YouTube works just fine. Don't even get me started on like the smartest of smart TVs, putting you into a new home screen hub specifically for if you plug in like a PS5 or an Xbox that you have to navigate in and out of whenever you want to switch to the input of it, instead of it just being press input button, down, HDMI 2, bam. Like all of the things that you can do with smart TVs, like oh yeah, you can have it turn the TV on automatically and switch to the input when you got the PS5 plugged in and detects that. Cool. There have been so many more things that I've had to navigate around and get used to than the so-called benefits that they are advertised to have. My smart TV always starts playing Fairly Odd Parents when I turn it on. Yeah, I remember when that, that's the old fuck, workaround that they patched in, where if you leave it for like 10 seconds, it automatically puts itself on like Fox News or whatever. Because these smart TVs are so fucking dumb that, like, I can only imagine how many people have had to tell their old conservative fuck parents, like, nope, just leave it for 10 seconds. You know, it'll do it itself. I updated it, you know. What if it just wasn't a pain in the ass and it worked in reliable and consistent methods like what old technology would have provided, you know? Analog buttons you can press and not whatever the fuck. I feel 70 years young just talking about this, but what was I gonna turn off? Oh yeah, my armor, so I can def abuse more quickly. Yeah. The speaker's looking sick back there. Yeah, I recently removed everything out of the closet, as you know, but I was like setting up the stream and like the doors, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to line up the doors perfectly to catch the fucking reflection of the backlight perfectly today. I'm just gonna leave it open and put the speakers on display. I think I'm just gonna keep it like this now because it looks nicer and there's less moving parts to set up a stream every fucking time. I couldn't tell if that was a beep or just the intended sound effect there. from that enemy. Are we still making Seer? PS2 remix, that was sick. That was a beep. Yeah, I'll get to hear it again in a second. This is the Master Form grinding tech, where you can get your Master Form completely leveled up all the way that you can without reverting a single time. Because you room save the Form EXP that you get from these, and then dying respawns the dry form ball. You buy a CRT. You could likely find one for free on Facebook Marketplace. The bigger it is, the more likely that you'll get one for free, because people just want to hire free movers in the form of giving it away on Facebook Marketplace. I've told this strat to many people, and it always is a tried and true. And if you're having difficulty finding them, or you're finding people selling them for like $300 or whatever with pictures of Street Fighter 3 on the display, type in tube TV or old TV, or other, like, think of what old people would call these TVs. They're the ones that are getting rid of them for free because they don't give a fuck. And at the same time, they have managed to keep them somehow. And if you can't find one now, keep looking, keep waiting. You will. People complain about people that resell CRTs for like triple digit or more numbers, but I think that that's valid in and of itself. Because at the end of the day, like, if you're trying to get a very specific CRT and you're willing to drop the money, then the price is warranted, but there's not even a need to justify that either, because at the end of the day, these are not being made anymore. They are finite, they are running out. And so if you have a nice one, and you want to list it for some high amount of money and put pictures of Third Strike on there, then, like, you know, people that complain about people that do that is like, okay, are you just jealous that your magic find chance, your magic find amount that you have on your IRL gear is too fucking low to drop a nice CRT while running maps or whatever? Keep fucking grinding. Don't complain about people that have something nice and want nice and finite and list it for what they believe is an appropriate amount. You gotta find it. You gotta be a vulture to get a CRT if you're not gonna be willing to buy an expensive one that is being resold and hopefully maintained if they're gonna sell it for that much, right? But you have to think like a vulture. Sometimes I find things on the side of the road, should I take them home and refurbish them? Yeah, it depends on, like, you have a judgment call if it's like a safe area to be retrieving items from or whatever, but, you know, common sense and all. There's a part of my brain that is dedicated to being like, ooh, is that a pile of copper wire that is unattended to? I should put this copper spool in my car and bring it to a scrapyard and sell it for $200. You know? Sometimes I gotta be like, no, that's probably illegal. Yeah, CRTs are like model cars, just like old cars that, like, objectively, they are worse to... yeah, that's the best way to explain it to old people that don't get it. Yeah, if you ever, like, explaining to your parents, like, yeah, here's this 200-pound old TV that sucks, and you guys probably had the same one, and broke your backs trying to get rid of it out of this house when new TVs got invented. I want one of those, and I need help getting it. The best way to explain it to get out of this debuff is, oh yeah, it's in our community, it's like having a Firebird that I am about to find for free, and there's no catch. It's a CRT, looks nice. Sony Trinitron KV36FS100. 36FS100. Just for a short. 36. I got it for $0 on Facebook Marketplace with these exact same strats that I am relaying. You like the look of that, Alexis? The IS-300 is all tuned up and ready to go.
tuned up and ready to go. You like the look of that Lexus? That IS300 is all tuned up and ready to go.
What PS3 number did you say was the best? I see one listed HL01. It definitely isn't that one. It's CECHA01 or B01. Next best contenders are C, D, and E. Everything else after that, you might as well just get like a super slim. Controller's dying? Yeah, I know. Okay, listen. This is a 6-axis. Not a DualShock 3, this is a 6-axis. I think the 6-axis, called 6-axis and not DualShock 3 6-axis, shits on the DualShock 3. This shits all over every DualShock 3 that I have. Because the DualShock 3 is like glossy and likely has an issue or two and has less battery life. The 6-axis is sick. I watched a video talking about how everybody hates this controller. It's just the DualShock 3 in general sucks, but this is better. It's super lightweight, but I actually like that about it. This is a working man's controller. Working man's video gaming device. Yeah. C, E, C, H, A, and B. The only difference between the A and B is that the B... What is it? It doesn't have Wi-Fi. It has to be Ethernet only. No haptics, though. What are haptics? Vibration? Who cares? It's not like how light it is. Yeah, that is a little weird, right? But, you know. Yeah, I watched a video on why it doesn't have vibration. It doesn't have vibration because Sony ended up, they wanted to do some aggressive patenting about, like, vibration as a feature in controllers, and that ended up, like, backfiring on them when Microsoft got involved and, like, bought some stock in the company that, like, holds the patent for the vibrations or whatever. And then at the launch of the PS3, they were getting owned out of it. And then they started making all this shit up, like, oh yeah, vibration in our controllers would fuck up the 6-axis, you know, gyro aiming, and also that's a last-gen feature, not a current-gen feature, you know. And then, as soon as they got the ability to put it into the controller, they came out with the DualShock 3, called it the DualShock 3 instead of just 6-axis, and were like, yeah, vibration's back. But I think that controller is worse. I have a DualShock 3 that, if you twist it, every button presses. It's got like a fucked up motherboard or something. Like, every button will start spamming randomly. I could get my wisdom form up more, but it's gonna take stupidly long to get almost exactly the same amount of points I just got to get to 5. Just to get to 6. It's not worth it as long as I have aerial dodge 2. Do I have dodge 2? Yes, I do. It's actually my highest level 1 now. I gotta get the other ones leveled up. I need more ethers too. I'm running out of money and shit. I'm taking off those mega elixirs and shit. I don't want to accidentally use them when I don't know what the hell they are. Just put on these. Are we Oathkeepering it? Or are we... Yeah, I like Oathkeeper right now because magic stat is huge as soon as you get finishing leap and reflect. In my opinion. I have bought some CRTs for considerable amounts in the past. Like, the CRT, I currently have the output duplicated to the CRT, the big one, and, you know, into my computer for direct feed recording, and then out to both, back into the CRT, and the Samsung SyncMaster that I have on my desk that is an above-grade CRT that was typically meant for, like, high-quality text editing, so it has a bit of higher resolution / FPS you can squeeze out of it, and it's really nice. I spent like $200 on it, and I had to drive and spend a night in Minneapolis to get it, because it was that far away. But it was worth it, because this thing is fucking nice, and I use it for a lot of things. I use it for basically anything I'm doing that's like a 4x3 game. and I'm not on there, I'll do it on here. I actually had my PS5 plugged into this the other day, too. Tekken 8 is a lot more tolerable to look at when it's on a very small screen. New Steam controller? Yeah, I've seen it. I don't know, the people said this about the Steam Deck too, like that it's always surprisingly ergonomic. Yeah, this has been taking forever recently. And I think it took about that long the first time I did this too. I need to plug this controller in at some point. If it dies, it dies. I'll figure it out after that. Thing has a long battery life. Skyrim saves faster. Well, it saves faster, but the problem was loading between cells became really bad. I have aerial dodge now. It's better than my quick run and high jump. That's pretty fun. I gotta start focusing on leveling up my forms all these fights. I'm gonna use fucking Valor on one of these. Magnet into Valor strat.
Sora, behind you!
Aerial dodge and the glide feels so good. This is insane they were brought back. They didn't know how. They just didn't know how to do it. Treasure room? Oh, is that available now? Is the mushroom there at this point in the game? No, I haven't even done Agrabah 2. I have to do that first. It's not gonna have ourselves. I'm fucking dead because second chances. Ooh. I forgot to put second chance back on. Or is it once more that I had? I don't remember. Which one you get early on Shield? Oh yeah, long ass cutscene coming up. That'll be good for a little break. I need to piss or something. There we go. Put that back on. Jim on his villain arc talking shit about indie game physics. Oh yeah, a lot of talk about Luminous Nights recently, huh? I swear I saw that game first like 4 years ago, and it looks like it has the exact same amount of like content and things like made for the game as it did like 4 years ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it doesn't look much better than it did 4 fucking years ago. Like, is it playable? Thought we weren't skipping cutscenes. I already recorded that cutscene. I died. What's up? Just got here. Oh my fucking god! I just don't really care for it that much, CBH. Yeah, that's not even like a statement that has to be made. And what annoys me is been this there's this certain prevailing, yeah, this is not where I should be leveling Valor. There's this certain prevailing attitude when it comes to indie games that like people act as though you're an asshole for criticizing them. Can somebody explain that to me? Like, there's this sort of double standard happening on two ends about that game. People are saying that there's no problem with it just, like, extremely directly one-to-oneing so much of what is in Kingdom Hearts, like UI elements, enemies, mechanics. And I personally don't have as much issue with that as some. But it's like two things are happening. That developer is allowed to do it because it's their personal pet project and not, this is a product they intend on selling to me, you know, and you too. Alright, so for some reason they are allowed to directly rip off so much of Kingdom Hearts like one-to-one, you know. And two, you're an asshole for talking shit about their pet project, and fuck you. And I guess you're racist too, somehow. Both of those things are happening. You cannot sell me anything and be immune to the same form of criticism that I'm gonna give 343 Industries and Square Enix and every other company. You can't do both of those things. This is not the Special Olympics of game development, even though a lot of people treat indie games like they are, especially indie games that release exclusively on Twitter in the form of videos, and they always talk about the game and it's never ever going to be done because that's all they do. This is not... There's no immunity here for that. I don't know why people are so nice to Twitter devs. You are, like, the people that are super nice and protective of Twitter indie devs, or indie devs in general, are fucking them up the most. Because if something sucks, you should say it in a productive and semi-respectful way. No, it doesn't even matter if it's respectful or not, as long as the dev can learn something from it on what people think of their game if it fucking sucks. The people that are being extremely nice and, like, you know, neurotic about being nice to them are doing them no favors and overall fucking up the game that they're trying to make. That's my take about the recent Luminous Night stuff. I don't really care that it is ripping off the source material, though you should be allowed to say that it is and think poorly of it because of that. People are allowed to do that. It's a product that is being sold to them. Let them fucking feel what they want to feel and say what they want to say. You know? Yeah. If you're a game dev, you have to be able to work with people just saying your shit sucks. Like, imagine if this were like a concert. You got a gig at a dive bar, Guitar Hero, right? And you absolutely suck ass. You fuck up. You don't even really know how to play guitar or whatever. What would you rather hear? You did a decent job, or you fucking suck, boo, get off the stage. You're gonna hear more of part 2 of that, more of option 2. But if somebody close to you says, ah, you did a good enough job, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I believe it, you're just gonna suck forever. If you're gonna get booed off the stage, you're gonna be thinking about that for a long time, and using that feeling to inspire yourself to not suck ass. This is the plot of Whiplash 2014, by the way. But, you know, of game development. Same thing. Just, you know, without some of the questionable ethics and abuse of the film Whiplash, but, you know, why not? Being able to convert negative input from other people into positive output, I think that that's underrated. As a skill. Everybody just focuses on, oh, don't ever tell anybody anything negative. It's like, no, I think people should be able to withstand hearing things that are negative and take that back to the lab and then do something that we don't need to, like, lower our standards and, like, tiptoe around people's feelings when we talk about their output in terms of, like, art or whatever. I think that they should just be encouraged to make shit that's good, and encouragement can take a lot of different forms. Yeah, toxic positivity, that's a...
The king's in the Bailey. You
There's
better head over
it kind of
there.
feels like there's no way to talk about that concept without sounding like the biggest asshole in the world, but that's kind of the point, is that, you know, there's just been kind of like an overwhelming, push for, making sure nobody ever says anything bad in any way. Quote-unquote bad. But now we're getting very abstract, so I'll leave it at that, but, that's what I think about. In general, the Luminous Nights talk on Twitter and game dev stuff in general. Yeah, you don't want so many yes men surrounding you, and then you release it to the whole world, Steam, whatever, and all of a sudden you're getting shit on. And then you'll be like, whoa, what's happening? All my sycophant friends just told me this shit was gas. Everybody else is wrong, you know? You gotta know. You gotta know. Isn't that what happened with High Guard? Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't know, there's just been a weird push to, separate developer from publisher in a metaphorical sense of, like, treating devs like, I should give a fuck about, their personal lives and circumstances and them getting laid off. I don't want to care about these developers. They're trying to sell me a genuinely overpriced product half the time. You know? They consider them part of the whole deal, and I don't want to hear about the developer's dog's girlfriend died, you know? And that's why you should buy this for $80. And also, he then got laid off and, you know, is homeless now. Vote with your wallet. No, I'm just gonna buy products that I think that are good, and I don't give a fuck about the personal anecdotes and stories of the developers involved.
Sephiroth!
Leave me out of it. I don't want to hear about it. You know? Let me know if the game is good. Type shit.
I understand that you've been looking.
Speaking of which, does
me.
Luminous Nights have like a
Yeah.
playable like
Once I
test
get
or
rid of
like
you,
demo or
the
whatever
darkness
that's
will
out?
go away.
Because I would try it. I think
Can
it might
you
be
do
funny to actually give it a
That darkness
my
comes
definition of
from
a
your
proper
own
review.
dark memories. Do
so
you
to
think
speak.
you can erase your past?
Shut up!
Face it. You turn your back on the present.
Layoffs are
and
bad.
live in
Japan
the
doesn't do
past.
that practice.
Because the light
Do you
of
know?
the present is too
Are you
much.
sure?
You don't know me!
Cloud!
Are you Japanese? Do you live there?
I know.
Because if you do, then I'll believe
I
you.
am you.
Cloud! Wait! Huh?
Like that these two interacting means nothing and leads to nothing. Yeah, I like it too. It's cool seeing characters in Final Fantasy in my Kingdom Hearts game.
Leon,
And I
everybody,
enjoy it.
hang in there.
At face value alone is all I need. Let me refund my drive form real quick. Yeah, no, I know that you're being sardonic, but you are reminding me of what the unironic position on the subject is from advocates of the status quo, so to speak, that, you know, have all this, all these roundabout rationalizations on why it's okay that they aren't in the game anymore, going off of, like, the one interview where they're saying, like, oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 has so many characters going on that we don't really have room in the story for Final Fantasy. It's like, okay, are you guys taking this shit too seriously now, where we can't have cool things just for the sake of them being cool, whether or not they have a lot of depth to it or not? You realize this is Kingdom Hearts after all, right? Disney meets Square Enix. You forget about a bunch of the Square Enix? Did you forget about that category? People justify it all day long, and it's like, why? Why can't we have things that are cool?
It's like they forgot what fucking fan service is.
True! Eternal with the 42 months, thank you. Yeah, it's like the word fan service itself feels like it's just been, like, trundicated to a matter of, like, oh yeah, the anime character is showing their titties on the screen, that's fan service. Like, they don't even think, like, that fan service is a general concept. Like, oh yeah, that's in there because it's cool for people that like FF7. It's in there because it's cool for people that are Leon fans, you know? Swall, whatever.
Okay, this is
What the fuck? Thanks for doing that to RC now. I wonder why this enemy gets put into the RC state specifically off Thunder. Is it because they're staggering in a certain way, or is it hard-coded to be like, yeah, Thunder stun equals RC? Because that's like a KH2 tech point right there that turns into an RC. A lot of people don't talk about that.
gather. It's over.
What the heck?
Gather. Gather.
The security system really fucks up dudes that are in a magnet. Look at that. That's crazy. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay. Machine weak elect. True. Very true. funny how immediately into KH2 Remind, the devs realized, like, oh yeah, people actually really like reaction commands and Final Fantasy characters, so we're just gonna slap a few of those in and confirm RCs in KH4. Yeah, sorry about all like that fuck-ass bullshit that we developed for like 5 years straight. We'll actually remember what people like instead of randomly piloting Disney rides. Okay, it's wild stuff, and there were some people even like unironically trying to gas those up the other day just because they are addicted to attention and have oppositional defiant disorder or something. Trying to show off usages of attraction flow in boss fights, and it's like, oh, actually, it's really
Leon
cool.
and the others are friends too.
Don't worry, there's already lots of help here. We'll take care of this fight.
But I promised Leon.
Donald, Goofy, take Sora and get going.
Oh, this is like a super long cutscene. I need to take a piss break
Riku, Kairi,
and grab some
give me a
snacks.
little time,
Enjoy
okay?
watching this for like 10 minutes. One of the cutscenes here is the silent one, like the final mix one. That'll be neat. I'll be right back up. Should be in
We
time for that
understand.
too.
We'll go search
Here
for
we-
Riku and Kairi.
Right, watch for danger.
You be careful too.
Wait, you guys.
Sora, do as you're told.
You're coming with us whether you want to or not.
Come on, Sora. You gotta be good.
Gotcha.
Well then, skedaddle.
Let's go.
Whoa!
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
Hope you can forgive us.
cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100 course. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down
he's
your
still
door.
up. I'm back. Cheer 100. This is a really funny cutscene to have this long and also be silent. And it continues, as we know. And I have an anecdote about this part of the cutscene. I remember watching it the first time on emulated 2FM. And I thought that that Zigbar here was Demyx for some reason. You know, obviously that's Vexen talking some shit to Zexion. You could tell it's a flashback because they're alive. But, Zigbar is hooded when he enters this scene, and because of his mannerisms, and because Demyx shows up after this, I thought that, because it was silent too, I thought that he was Zigbar, or, Demyx. Why can't I hear myself? I can, like, hear something in my right ear ever so slightly. Like it's... What? What the fuck? Yeah, I thought this was Demyx for some reason. Attacked by the voices? I thought it was like I could hear my own microphone on a delay, but only my right ear, but maybe it's just something in the background ambience of this game that sounded like that. This one already slaughtered these customs with AI voices. Why would they need to? It's been dubbed. Since longer than AI as we know it has been around. What are you talking about? You sound crazy. Crazier than me. Saying a lot. Oh, this never got dubbed. Have you played this game ever? With cutscenes at least? Or have you just been skipping cutscenes ever since 2.5 dropped? Everything got dubbed in 2.5, yeah. Not for a long time, that's fair. This can be dubbed if you have like the right save file conditions. Like I think either beating the game or having recom save data, even on a fresh save, you get Japanese voices for this. Did they record this at the same time as 1.5? I actually didn't know that, but that makes sense that they would do these in advance because they were planning on making this. That's smart. What about for, the Recoded movie? You think they did that too around the same time? Or is it just this? If you have a source on that, that is. Weird. The Chamber of Waking. The Chamber of Repose. I'm eating Cheez-Its with chopsticks right now, in case you're wondering what I was doing. Oh, I am hearing myself. It's on my phone. It's on my phone. That's what I've been hearing. Jesus. I knew there was something playing somewhere. I had the chat open when I was on the toilet because I heard the raid sound effect in my headphones. Fuck. I knew I wasn't crazy. I'm not crazy.
Hey, you guys are looking lively.
Scram!
Didn't we catch you messing around in the underworld? How'd a wimp like you get into Organization 13? I bet you can't even fight.
Does the Days movie have Lexaeus back in the Roxas? No.
You shouldn't judge anyone by appearance.
The limit break tutorial? No. They don't even have the Syax fight when he's trying to leave the castle.
Sending the wrong guy.
Towards the end, they don't even have that, which is insane.
Who is this kook?
Remember, the organization's made
They
up
didn't
of
even have
nobodies.
Roxas versus Shion
No hearts.
until PS4.
Oh, we do too have hearts. Don't be mad.
You can't trick us.
Silence, traitor.
I'm trying to beat his ass. Easily.
Dance, water, dance! Gather! Back off! Oh, it's over! Gather!
One more, please, or else the strat's fucked. Oh my fucking god. There is that. The one water clone. Well, now I have to raw dog the whole fight because I fucked that up. Honestly, it'll be more fun this way. Instead of just removing 3 of his health bars instantly for no reason. Okay, now it's gonna be really fun. Everything's going wrong. It's based. Okay. It'd be so funny if this game had unskippable cutscenes after that happening. Hold on, I'm trying to... What am I using chopsticks for this? Just because I don't want to get my hands dirty, that's why. Okay, so... my anti-points are high, so I'll get anti, probably more likely than not, and get the Trinity strat right, and then we're good.
Dance, water, dance!
Yeah, I could get the anti-kill though. I will try and go for that. Why am I using Magma? That's not gonna do anything here.
It's over! This is it! Back off!
About 30 kind of max that you want to try activating this. You gotta make sure that they're under 5 or less, and then this will go through and deal damage like crazy on dynamics. That was kind of a... not a very beefy one, to be honest. Didn't he anti-form? I didn't even think about it, I just activated. I don't have any ethers, which is cool. We're going for a gambit here. I thought he was going to activate clones mid-Trinity. We could get like 2 for 1. He does do it eventually. You get another clone wave. Yeah, there it is. I was trying to see if I could get 3 drive before his health bar was depleted.
Aim it a blast?
There we go. Yo, Goofy with the photo bomb! I believe Demyx is programmed to be guaranteed to use that attack at exactly like 1 HP. If you like leave him alive before dealing the proper damage to kill him. Especially, definitely the data. I don't know about the normal fight, but that kind of confirms it because he immediately went for it.
Oh, no way!
So like, if you just like back off before dealing the finishing blow, so you know it's like exactly 1 health.
Anyone from
I'm pretty
the
sure he's
organization
guaranteed
would
to do
like
that.
be next?
A lot of beta fights have that sort of thing going on for him. I don't remember which ones though.
We gotta go help our friends out first.
Oh, sorry.
Then let's go.
Aha! There you are!
The hell was Mickey's problem anyways?
You sure have lots of friends to help.
What does the scooter
So, I
say
guess we
about
better
Goofy's
all
power
pull
level?
together
Space
and
question
finish
mark?
this battle for good.
Yes, Your Majesty.
He's a scooter. I like that.
Look out!
Empire State Building.
Goofy!
He's dead.
No.
Hey, you're the king's captain. You gotta get up.
Come on, wake up!
They really went for this in this
Sorry
game.
about the ice cream.
And it was based.
Goofy?
And they should do it again. They should did, kinda. Not really.
Goofy.
This is not happening. It can't be happening. It can't.
They'll pay for this.
If you kill Mickey, that'd be cool. Goofy has departed and relinquished his gear. He's fucking dead. It's over. It'd be cool if that's what the message said, that he departed outright. Yo.
Cheer 100. Cheer 100. Cheer 100. Cheer 100. Cheer 100.
Cheer 100.
What was your initial reaction to the everyone dies semi-weird fake out in KH2? When the cutscene replayed but no one died? I was flabbergasted at how janky the entire help out.
Space period. Thank you for the 500 bits, and also thank you Human Airstrike earlier with the 500. I forgot if I thanked you. Get double thanked. I remember at the time thinking, well, because like we all saw the fucking trailer that showed off most of that anyway, so it wasn't exactly a surprise. Let's not forget Winnie the Pooh trailer, of course. Look at that frame rate. Damn, it's gonna destroy it. I remember thinking to myself like, oh wow, this kind of feels like the start of like. It felt like they were doing it just because Avengers Endgame did it, but I'm pretty sure the story for that game was written in advance of that, but I was like, oh, what's up with this like new wave of like making the everybody is here and they all die or something plot point. I felt like that happened like 3 or 4 times and a bunch of other things around that, like 2018, 2019 times, you know. Holy shit, I fucking died and I have to refight Demyx. You know how final acts work, yeah. Okay, you are talking about the Abyss stage of the hero's journey, and that's not specifically what I mean. This is like a more specific thing that was about a specific period of time, but the Abyss in the hero's journey, that's like KH2 Sora becoming a Heartless and then coming back with the new power or whatever. Right? That's... You're describing the Abyss.
Okay, fellas, you've got to go find Riku
Not
and Kairi.
But
the
Leon
final
and the others
acts
are
of
friends
everything.
too.
I don't fucking know.
Don't worry, there's already...
Watch the cutscene too. Yeah, and Smash Ultimate. Why was that like the wave at the time? Do you think that that's because like one thing did it and then everything else started to do it around the same time? Or is it just a coincidence? Because it feels like more than a coincidence. It's kind of odd, isn't it? This should be beefier. What the fuck are these items? Why do I have no ethers? Not bad. Kinda bad. I don't like it. You know what? Uh-oh. I know what to do about this situation. It's getting weird. Why did that happen? I have a hero dodge. I think I'm actually a lot safer than I think. You okay? You should not have been able to do that. Okay. Reflect actually got me killed. If I had no MP, I would have done that safer. That's funny. I fucked up like 5 things and like played off of it without getting hit, and then it got crazy. Dude, oh my fucking god. I've heard that companies will use the same focus groups for the same questions so they reach the same conclusions. Focus groups about how stories should be written? You know, that wouldn't necessarily surprise me. When you're spending $500 trillion on a single thing and you gotta make sure it does well, so you gotta make sure you hone in on tropes of that sort. But it'd be very funny if, because of that concept, in the late 10s we got everybody dies and then comes back and wins fake outs or something. Kinda weird how that works. If there is a connection there. Weird. Ooh, the damage.
Come on.
even know what I want to do. They're post that decision. Alright, you know what? Now I know what I want to do. I did the same thing again, I died for the same reason. Bitch. Yeah, I think that just about confirms even the story version of this fight has 1 HP behavior. Alright, don't die to Final Fantasy fights again, please. I don't need any more Demix footage. Please. Which boost is this? Armor slot. I actually totally forgot that this game gives you one, like, right before the best place in the game to randomly fucking give you one. Kinda wild. Yeah, when it comes to CRT capture, it really is just like spending an evening or 10 fucking around with the shutter speed, the lighting environment, the ISO, the camera, the resolution, frame rate, how you have it hooked up to whatever you have it connected to until your like capture device. In my case, an Elgato capture card, cam link. The focus, you don't want it to be perfectly focused or else it actually looks worse and less accurate than how it looks in real life. There's a lot. Sometimes weird shit happens, like when we were streaming Halo the other day, and there's always like a rolling shutter scan line that will occur in different intervals based on your camera settings, but it was nearly stationary and extremely, like, crystal clear that it barely even looked like it was moving at all. DualShock 3 best PlayStation controller? People would say it's the worst, actually. However, I'm using a 6-axis pre-DualShock 3. I think that it's better than the DualShock 3 proper. But I think the best PlayStation controller might be the DualShock 2, if anything. I like the PS4 controller a lot. They just get some negative marks because of the wasted space on a touchpad and the micro USB as the hookup for it, being the worst port in history. Oh, I dodged it on this. Or I didn't even have it. I blinded it. Holy shit, the damage. Grand CRT, Sony, Trinitron.
Okay.
I'm gonna chill for a second while my MP comes back. I don't want to die here again. Didn't use enough magnet for safety to help Tifa out. Tifa, please handle it. Ugh. Damn. Okay, that could have been bad. Why is it so close right now? This has gotten a little crazy. Maybe I was a little too willy-nilly with my magnets, and I also have no fucking ethers, so. getting hit a little bit on purpose so that I can use more limits. I don't know. Okay, that was not on purpose, but it was well timed at least. Fuck that up. Oops. That wasn't bad. Okay, their cloud is halted. The difficulty? Crit. You should be able to tell by the health bar. You wanna know why now? Alright, I made it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but...
Oh, Goofy.
Hey, fellas!
Goofy!
Is opening a CRT for physical calibration manageable, or is that shit nutty for a beginner? You could die
Worse, Your Majesty, I get
for doing that
bumped on the head
as
all
a
the
beginner,
time.
and as an intermediate, and maybe even an advanced user. What's up, Lungs? I saw you got that CRT, and I looked it up on the database, CRT database, because I was curious about it. And yeah, I don't see any. Surprisingly, I thought that as a Sony it would have the same calibration service menu input, but no, it doesn't even have an input on the remote at all. You have to do that shit by like short-circuiting specific pins, and then like fucking with stuff. Yeah, you're not calibrating that. That's not gonna happen. I wouldn't ever try to if I had that one either. Why was it widescreen in those photos though? You had a PS2 hooked up to it, but everything was like 16:9. Is there a reason for that? Is that something you can change just on the TV itself? Like the settings that you can access normally? Should try and do something about that. Unless you know why and you can, you know, do it yourself. You know, or something. Pal fuckery, SCART cable can force 16 by B? Is that a B? Well, what am I looking at? What is this? How the fuck did you input that instead of a 9? Holy shit, that's like the... Whoa, what is that character? What is that keyboard? What is that? That's really... German keyboard, okay. That's like the B that you have to use whenever you type like Schmeckeldorf or something stupid, right? Yeah, 16:9. Okay. Yeah, so as long as you know. I wonder though what options it has built in to the TV, like, you know, brightness, contrast. That's probably all you need anyways. And even if it were visibly distorted, like, so is mine. That's part of the magic. Part of the, not even magic, this is just part of the CRT experience. Take it or leave it, but it's better to leave well enough alone when it comes to calibrating them sometimes. Is what I'm trying to say. Alright, this fight. I'm going to put on Hidden Dragon and try and get my limit form all the way up, because it's still been pretty behind on EXP. And this is a great but kind of risky way to do it. Double stack of MP Rage, I think maybe even triple stack if I have all the abilities possible right now, if Limit gets it on its own. I think it has it built in. I have it from Wisdom and I have it on this Keyblade. So I should be able to just like get hit once and then immediately Limit, just back to back, constantly. Just the no, ethers kind of suck. Yeah, I only room save this because the pain in the ass to do that every time I die in 1K. Do I have money for like 1 ether? Let's check the let's check Monty's store. Monty the Moogle in this world or whatever. I do have some money, nice. Not for 2, that's all I need. That makes 3. There we go. You know the moves by heart? No, just Monty. I'm pretty sure it's Monty. I just remember I always go to this world when I just want to get to the quickest Moogle I can think of, and I remember that his name is Monty, so it just kind of clicked. I can only name a few of them. And I don't think I can name any other ones, to be honest. Just off the top. I vaguely know what the one in Tron is called, because his name starts with an S, and it's like a really long and like techno-type random name for a Moogle. Yeah, one of them is just Kupo. I believe the Hollow Bastion or Twilight Town one. I forget.
Huh? What's with them?
Hey!
There's a trio of human shopkeepers in Twilight Town in this game. They are named Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge, if you didn't know.
You mean it's his nobody?
The leader of Organization 13.
Wait a minute. Now I know.
I think most KH2 middies
Wise Ansem.
are better
I'm
than the
here to seek your
remaster,
advice.
just because of the fact that they were the original, but there are some really good remastered ones too.
I'm glad we have the opportunity to speak like this, my friend. I'm intrigued by your hypothesis, and I'm finding it difficult to stave off the urge to test it. Still, I'm concerned about the stability of the worlds.
But Master Ansem, I've been thinking.
Yep. That's what worries me too.
The doors that appeared, the place the heartless seek. I fear my research may have brought this upon us.
Uh-oh.
Master Ansem, regarding the experiment I presented the other day, with your permission, I'd like to proceed.
I forbid it! Forget this talk of doors and the heart of all worlds. That place
But
must
Master
not be
Ansem, I've been
defiled.
thinking.
But Master Ansem, I've been thinking.
Xehanort. Those thoughts are best
Xehanort.
forgotten.
I don't think that's either
Now I remember.
voice actor. I think that's
Xehanort,
just Richard
Ansem's
Epcar,
apprentice.
also known as Ansem and
The
Terranort.
leader of Organization 13 is Xehanort's nobody.
Let's go! Move it!
This cutscene is pre-rendered, that's why he has Kingdom Key. You can't really tell on PS2, but you can tell on HD, because you can see, like, interlacing or, like, it's just not on par with the in-game graphics. But on this display and version, you can't tell, other than the Kingdom Key being there. Alright, time to get some we're using this fight for Limit Form EXP. That's the approach we're taking with it today. There we go. Let it. Okay. fight feels like it existed to farm. It exists to aura farm, more like. It exists because they put it in a KH2 trailer and they're like, fuck, we actually gotta figure out how to put this in the game, and it's so cool that we can't cut this from the game, and then they put it in the game. And they figured it out. That's why it exists. It is probably really good though, just the way that it slingshots your EXP, but the devs also probably were like, yeah, let's adjust the game for that as well. I wonder how viable it is to try using this for like EXP boosting if you have that ability and you can maintain. No, there's HP overs everywhere. You wouldn't be able to maintain like half or less HP for that. Oop, that's ours. Aren't you the guy that I banned on YouTube? Did you make a Twitch account? Hey. You can't do that. You're the same guy. See ya. You think you get away with that? Go send more dick pics to your cousin. Or whatever you did. You think I wasn't gonna remember you? That's what the start of the stream lore. A random ass YouTube frog said that shit. And didn't think I wouldn't just ban him. No sound effect? Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't work right now, but at least it worked on YouTube, so like we could hear him get vaporized. So I'll have to figure that out. A million things I have to do for this stream sometimes. I gotta write it all down. That was the same person, right? Yeah. Radio waves. Or like, It's too funny. Yeah, level 4 is pretty good for now, but I will try getting a bit more. It just sucks to do this and die after you get all the levels. Because it takes a while to do and you just die. But I think it's always worth it. Ah! Okay. Dragon Keyblade is for an extra stack of MP Rage, which this strat is depending on because I have like no ethers. Oh yeah, I have 3 ethers I put in for safety here. Should consider using them next time I run out of drive. MP Rage is actually really good and pretty underrated. It's just the idea of getting an extra stack of it for this Keyblade that really is the only justifying factor. But I think it's better. I think MP Rage is better than people give it credit for, especially on lower difficulties where like you can tolerate getting hit a lot more and live, and then just use that fucking MP just to reflect more or whatever. I think it's overhated as a Keyblade. You just watch the Bizka047 bad Keyblade video from 15 years ago and you've just been reciting the same shit over and over again. Think about it. I know what you are. Every Keyblade has bad stats. The best stat boost you get is like a Keyblade that gives you 7 strength, but it also gives you 1 fucking magic, or Ultima is 6-4. Like, the Kingdom Key is like 3-1, like, or whatever, maybe even just like 3-0. It's not like the stat ranges are all that important. Keyblade stats don't even go into the fucking equation except for like going from 0 magic to maybe like 3 or 4. Like that can be pretty neat. But it's marginal still, so it's like, yeah, who cares about the stats, you know? Think about the ability. The ability, it depends. On crit, perhaps. You know, not so much, but I think the amount of MP gets also proportional to the damage you take, so that kind of makes it better, just like hella risky and not worth it over air combo boost. That's what it all comes down to, is getting compared to the combo boosts. I better not die. Okay, we're good. Yeah, limit to 5, I think. Should be reasonable. No, I'll burn this last limit and then progress normally from here. I'm not trying to spend any longer risking it like this. Because I'm out of ethers.
Okay, it's over.
A lot of silly things can happen with this RC needing to actually physically connect to the enemy to use it. It can get crazy.
Okay, take this. Take this. Okay, back off.
Are any of these real? No. Oh, where'd the real one go? There it is. I think that's how you want to spin the camera, right? You want to spin it so that the laser is shooting enemies that aren't around you, so it spawns more, something like that. Something to that effect. 987 Heartless, German 987. What? 985. Fuck. Damn it. I wanted the kill cam to be popping limit. It's not easy to do. That would have been enough damage. I didn't need to go in for another slide dash. Oh well.
Where's the king?
If it was 2.5, that RC would have failed 5 times. That RC doesn't fail because it's 2.5. What, the snag jump? I feel like that's not been affected by 60. Maybe it has. Has it? Or are you just making shit up?
Your Majesty!
Xehanort!
I can respect both.
How long has it been since I abandoned that name?
Out with it, nobody! Where's Kyrie? Where's
Man, he just
Riku?
says, Sora just says it. He's crazy.
I know nothing of any Kyrie. As for Riku, perhaps you should ask your king.
Stop!
Starts. Good, got some, take this bowl out of here.
He's gone.
Shower duty.
What's going on?
Way to fall right into their trap. Come on, it's a setup by Organization 13. Xemnas is using you to destroy the Heartless. That's his big master plan.
Xemnas?
The guy you just saw. He's their leader. Got it memorized? Xemnas.
Organization 13 wants to get rid of the Heartless?
Man, you're slow. Every Heartless slain with that Keyblade releases a captive heart. That is what the organization is after.
So what are those guys gonna do with the hearts?
I'm not telling.
Tell us!
You're the one who kidnapped Kyrie.
Bingo. The name's Axel. Got it memorized?
Where is Kyrie? Please, just tell me.
Look, about Kyrie, I'm sorry.
Axel.
Uh-oh.
We'll ensure he receives the maximum punishment.
I don't care about any of that. Just let me into the realm of darkness, okay?
If it's Kyrie you're worried about, don't. We're taking very good care of her.
Take me to her.
Is she that important to you?
Yeah, more than anything.
Show me how important.
Please.
So you really do care for her. In that case, the answer's no.
You rotten!
Are you angry? Do you hate me? Then take that rage and direct it at the Heartless. Pitiful Heartless, mindlessly collecting hearts. And yet, they know not the true power of what they hold. The rage of the Keyblade releases those hearts. They gather in darkness, masterless and free, until they weave together to make Kingdom Hearts. And when that time comes, we can truly, finally exist.
What in the world do you think you're prattling on about? Kingdom Hearts belongs to me. The heart of all kingdoms. The heart of all that lives. A dominion fit to be called Kingdom Hearts must be my dominion!
Maleficent, no! No more Heartless!
I do not take orders from you!
Fool.
Oh no!
While I keep these creatures at bay, you devise a way to vanquish them forever.
Maleficent.
Do not misunderstand me. I shall have my revenge on you yet.
Maleficent!
Leave now.
I don't take orders from you.
Sure, come on!
But what about...
Now then, where did we leave off?
Huh? Which side are you guys on, anyway?
The Heartless ally with whoever's the strongest.
It would have been really cool if second visits had you actually not able to use a Keyblade and they doubled down on
Yes,
like the KH2
Extract more hearts.
wooden sword part, but it's like a significant stretch of the game and it forces you to get good with magic and shit. That would have been really, really cool.
No.
Or if they had like a hand-to-hand physical moveset that was like basic, competent, but
Maybe
like,
everything we've done.
you know,
maybe it was all for
magic
nothing.
would still be the move.
What am I supposed to do if I can't use the Keyblade?
That would have been very cool, and I think they should have done that. It probably would have been a hated part of the game, but one of those things that people come back and they're like, oh yeah, that's actually based. You know, just like the prologue of the game, the Roxas section, people saying the same shit about it.
Donald! Goofy!
Relax. Those three aren't going down that easily.
It's not even that long of a section of the game. The second visits
The
are,
Keyblade's
you know,
chosen one.
famously very short,
He's a lucky
even with
kid.
cutscenes.
See you soon.
It feels like it's far enough into the game that, like, it would fly under the radar more. You know? Like, opposite example of this. Oh yeah, more silent cutscene. The Jedi Knight series. Dark Forces 2, also known as Jedi Knight 1, then Outcast. The first two, actually really the only two Jedi Knight games properly number-wise. The first few levels, like 2 or 3 levels in both games, you don't have your lightsaber. And you have to play it like a kind of a basic FPS. And then you get your lightsaber like a few missions into the game, and people would always, like, you know, reviews and whatnot would talk shit about, oh, it's a Star Wars game, you advertise to use a lightsaber, you don't fucking get it, and you have to go through all this bullshit first. You know, it's kind of like that. Except when you do it in reverse for a short period of time, like halfway through the game, I feel like that would get received a bit better. Especially when you're talking about, like, I just watched the, I read the IGN reviews, like the original IGN reviews of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 from when they first came out. And it was really interesting because the KH1 review, and I believe the KH2, both of them were written very well, especially the one for KH1, in terms of, like, nuance to the game and whatnot. But one of the complaints about KH2 was that, like, you know, too fucking easy, button masher, beat the whole game without magic.
I guess sometimes help comes from
you know,
unexpected places.
Specifically a section in the review where they were talking about, like, oh yeah, at one point I was just, like, mashing the attack button while talking to a coworker, and then when I looked back at the screen, the room was empty. I did the entire room without, like, even looking at the screen because I was just mashing X. Probably, presumably, with all the combo modifiers to let you do that, of course, but talking about, like, standard and proud mode on the English, like the vanilla releases of this game, having a section that forced you implicitly to, like, use your, like, magic and summon and limit tools for a short period of time in the second visits, I think would have changed people's perception of the game in more positive ways than negative.
Sure does.
IGN said that about God Hand 2 and they were wrong. Yeah, that's probably true. It might be a different reviewer. Let's not attribute all of IGN to one, you know, one dude, or whatever.
Maybe everything we've done, maybe it was all for
Why do you need a recom save file? Well, it's because the rest of the game is in English, and they weren't gonna get the English dub actors to
Can't be trusted to do anything.
do those lines when this is only gonna come out in Japan. But they also didn't want it to, like, you know, you're listening to the game in English dub, and then all of a sudden it's Japanese for the new lines. So they made it like, oh yeah, if you have a recom save file, which came with every copy of 2FM, by the way, every copy was a 2-disc thing that included recom. It's just a neat little way that, like, true fans on their first save file of KH2 could have those cutscenes dubbed in Japanese in a way that they don't want by default because it's like 2 languages or whatever. But once you beat this game and you have clear data of this, you can just go into the theater and watch the cutscenes in, like, both languages, I believe. But only in the theater mode does this have dual audio, truly? Yeah, 2FM plus. Maybe they sold KH2 without recom? No, I don't think they did. I think in Japan it was only both.
That?
Kind of a neat thing. It's old school ideas about carryover, clear data stuff. I should do it more often.
Gorge! It's the gang from Twilight Town. There's Hayner, Pence, Olette, and,
Roxas.
You know Emma.
No. The name just popped into my head. This is Roxas.
I just think it's so whack that they didn't distribute this game outside of Japan, like FF10 International or whatever.
Salty. No. Sweet.
Didn't it give you the options for at least, like, switching the on-screen language to English as well as the dub? Like, why wouldn't they release this in the West when the original sold so fucking good? Platinum hits and all that, top 10 lists of PS2 games. And because this game is so inherently, like, Western and American influenced, Disney and all that, why would they not double down? I don't get it. They even released Recon. They could have done the 2FM Plus thing of both of them You know? They could have done that. And sold 500 million more copies, and this game could have had a much better reputation. With Final Mix in everybody's minds before 2014, you know? Like, what the fuck?
Not yet. I gotta look for Kairi.
Was FF10 International released outside of Japan, or did you have to import it, but it had all of, like, the English features you could turn on to play it normally in English?
A photo and some ice cream. Wonder if there's some sort of clue.
I think there's a mod or
Who would've
something
left them for us anyway?
to include the newly dubbed scenes. Oh, you know, actually, I don't know if that exists, to be honest. I wonder if there is a ROM hack for this that has that. I feel like it should.
Riku?
Ever since, you know, 2014 and those lines existed, somebody had to have modded those back in. And if not, it should be easily doable. I wonder if that has been done.
Hey, what if the Heartless are back again? I can't use the Keyblade. That would only help the organization.
But Sora, I think you have to use it. If we don't fight them, the Heartless will keep on hurting folks.
What's up with people considering this a failure of the game's plot that Sora keeps on fighting Heartless? Do people still do that? Or is that a thing that only happened at like a certain point in time in this game's discourse and whatnot? People being like, oh, 5 minutes later, Sora is killing all these Heartless. You know? They talk about that, and they're aware of that, like, they're kind of forced into the situation. Sora explains this to fucking Jack Sparrow, but people still are like, oh, this game's plot is so stupid, they set up this thing where Sora knows he's not supposed to use a Keyblade, and he does anyways. It's like, do they not tell you, like, yeah, he's playing into it on purpose, he's just gonna play into it and then fix it from there, and that's what happens, and that's what you do, and that's what he does, you know? I don't get some of the people's, you know, criticism. Speaking of which, I gotta make a big decision. What are we doing? World-wise. I'm trying to remember what you get from where. Don't you get Magnera here? Or is it Reflera off of Zaldin? And what do you get here? Do you get Duck Flare here? Or do you get Duck Flare in Pirates 2? Yeah, also Oblivion. Okay, does anybody remember the... Yeah, Reflect off of Zaldin. What do you get in the other two worlds? You get Duck Flare and Pirates too? What is new in this world? Why is it highlighted? Is it because of the page? Probably. Yeah, probably. I think at any rate, Goling, maybe. I thought about that too. I guess I could check. Right here. Sora and Fortnite got leaked. I'm actually stoked for that because I can, yeah, there they are. I can do a stupid stream out of it, and Fortnite has the Guitar Hero mode, so I can play Fortnite Guitar Hero Rock Band as Sora and Roxas.
doesn't have any treasure.
I think that's cool.
We fought for you guys.
Donald!
Well, I had to tell him something.
I don't see how we're gonna work this out.
So what should we do?
Revisiting Tron, you have to unlock that by doing Pride Lands 1 and 2. And more, right? Don't you also have to do Olympus 2? Speaking of which, should I do all those worlds before Endgame? Am I gonna go into Endgame and Roxas with like Explosion and Magnet 3 and shit? Is that what we're gonna do with this playthrough? I do want to do everything. Might as well. Doing all worlds. Peter Pan, oh yeah. In the chest.
Hey, Uni, I took a look, and sure enough...
Yeah, I'm gonna get the
Okay, we've
the everything
decided. The Golems
route.
are taking all your items.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, foofy.
This stinks.
So not cool.
Giving Atlantica for the end? I might not even do Atlantica, that's the thing.
But...
Forget about it. Leon
Unless I
told us
really
the
want to
whole
make
story.
Ultima just for the sake
He
of
said
it.
your journey's been pretty rough.
So
You won't have
it
Bazaga?
wouldn't really be right if we took your
Is that
wings.
needed, to be honest?
We'll root for you. Here, this is from us.
The least useful spell in the game. They'll have Blizzara instead of
Good luck
Blizzaga.
on your journey.
I mean, I know, yeah, getting everything upgraded, that's all worth it and all, but... Like, that world is very funny. Is there any other reason why you might be forced to do it? Like, I want to at least Gold Crown, right? And just, like, do a bunch of things, like 100%ing categories of stuff that I think is fun. But doing that world, I guess I could just get the cutscenes, because this is trying to record the cutscenes. Oh, secret ending. What about on crit? Do you need it on crit, too? I'll get the rest of everything that is here once I, all worlds are secret ending, I'm pretty sure. This is critical mode 2FM, though. The rules are different on your difficulty. Can you double check that? I probably will end up just biting the bullet and doing it at some point, but I could easily justify not doing it if there's no other... Doing the Olympus Mushroom without Blizzaga sucks. I mean, is it because it's a bigger hitbox? It can be done. Especially if you save it for the end game and you have like final form and like everything else, you should... There are workarounds. In fact, if I could go to that world, I would do it right now. Just to... I guess I could do this and... Yeah, this is what I was gonna do first anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna do that shit easily without... With everything that I have at this point. I'll show you how it's done.
I hope
You actually might be right about all worlds.
So do I. But I wonder why he's so nervous.
Yeah,
Master
hold on.
does have his shy side, you know.
Secret ending on... Where's the good wiki? Where's the good wiki? Where's the good wiki? Where is the good wiki? I believe it's this one. Why are they categorized by name and not the game of them? What the fuck is it even called? Oh, Birth by Sleep, of course. Unlock criteria. Critical mode. Beat the game and get the gold crown. That's all that's required. Beat the game and get the gold crown. And to get the gold crown, you need all worlds to get the oh, okay, so the KH2 original secret ending is still... The rules still exist, even on crit. Okay, in that case I will do it then. Because I want to get both. Naturally. Technically you have to beat the game twice to do that, right? Like, you can't just,
Tonight is very important.
Yeah, you need to rebeat the game, because in order to get Gold Crown, you have to beat Terra, and in order to beat Terra, you have to beat the game. Yeah. Yeah, Beast does have a little voice line he makes in that text box cutscene. Yeah, that's not common, isn't it? Yo, what's up, Shiv? Yeah, I was thinking about, Bloody Biscuits getting a save crash 8 hours into, launch patch 1.5, 2.5, 100%? What category was he doing? I remember, I was the one that made the clip of that happening that ended up on the Kotaku article, and that's why that clip had like 60,000 views. Too bad. He had to delete his clips because I made that shit and it was my most viewed clip. Yeah, I remember that. I clipped that shit live.
Now then, monsieur, mademoiselle, please enjoy the evening. And of course, our honored guests are welcome too.
Yeah, I've got no qualms with beating the game twice, just skipping the cutscenes on the second, like, level 99 or whatever round. It's fun.
The organization!
You don't know when to quit.
Oh yeah? We'll show ya!
Get out!
Not tonight.
They put Zaldin in place of Gaston as the world's antagonist because Zaldin takes a fat shit on Gaston's chest.
I've come to take
Hairs.
something you hold very dear.
You ever consider that? That's what happens off screen before this game, during days.
Yes, let your
Think about it.
grow.
Beast, we have to get rid of these guys first.
I was still using this fuck-ass Keyblade. Oh, that should be fine. It's... Oh, no, I have an opportunity. Never mind. What am I using? I think I still want the magic. 26 magic with this thing. If I need damage, I'll go this. Yeah. There go my ethers. Saving that Mega Elixir. Hopefully not using that Elixir either. That's not, you know what, this just got a lot more fun. I was trying to do the Trinity thing that easily kills everything and works instantly, but now I gotta do some fun shit instead. Fuck. Where's the game put me when I press continue here? No, just outside the door, dumbass. I like this is the first thing that has happened in this world. Okay. I thought I just landed. What is this? Fucking damn it. Hold on. What is this ability? This image doesn't help much because I still have to fucking, like, scan the whole page up and down constantly to figure out what this matches with. Fuck. Oh, it's higher than I thought. Oh, it's guard break. Thanks. Yeah, it's worth using until I have explosion. Then I always unequip guard break in all contexts. Always. Because I like explosion 100% of the time as the first finisher, not guard break first. That's aerial finish, isn't it? Yeah. Guard break is cool, it's just that explosion shits all over it, like, easily and instantly. Yeah, I'm missing a draw. Oh. I feel like I have certain abilities on that I wouldn't normally have on if I knew what they were. Like, do I have Summon Boost turned on right now? One of these 5 AP abilities? Because I don't want Summon Boost for that much AP, right? Let's just take a look. I'll read it backwards. So it's probably easier to look at what it is in English and then see if I think I know what this is. Okay, so this is finishing plus. That's good to know. And this is Summon Boost, I believe. Yeah, that's Summon Boost. Oh yeah, you guys got me. Thanks for double checking. Yes, Summon Boost. I don't give a fuck about that. 5 AP for all that? No. Let me get the other draw. And what is this? 1 AP. Oh, it's the air combo plus. I don't need that. You do have Summon Boost? Yeah, I was trying to turn it off to make sure it was off because it's too expensive for something I don't give a fuck about. Thanks. And I don't use aerial finish either, typically. I'm gonna save that. And the Keyblade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Can you get that puzzle piece? I wonder.
Yeah. Light. Yeah.
There we go. Who said this game didn't have platforming? What, are you not getting... You don't care about puzzle pieces, bros? You care about water iframes in KH2, but you don't care about puzzle pieces in KH2? Hmm. Curious. Oh, there goes my plan again. Bitch! Yeah, it's funny. People have found so many creative ways to talk about water iframes as like such a exonerator of like that game, or like the answer to so many like weird scenarios. It's like, bro, you guys are more creative with water iframes than it has iframes at all of invulnerability. How many iframes does that fucking thing have anyways? I'm so curious because I want to talk so much shit. It probably has like 10 at most. Are puzzle pieces the new talking point in KH Twitter or something? No, but I'm about to make it one. Next time I see somebody say some stale-ass cold take about the world design in this game. Right? Like what I just said about water iframes relative to the puzzle pieces, I'm about to make that a tweet next time I see it. I'm about to start the most annoying round of reprisals ever. It's gonna be great. Yeah, 4x3 is nice. It's a very comfortable ratio. Yo, hold up. Huge opportunity right here. Are there any enemies that can kill me real quick? Or is it the whole room is clear just because... Oh my god, okay. I was hoping I could triple EXP boost this guy. Maybe I still can. I don't know if anything else will spawn. Oh yeah, they're there. Watch the EXP. $4,000. Huge. Part of me just wants to keep this Keyblade on at all times, to be honest. For whenever I can catch a crazy EXP boost, though. I don't need EXP. I'll just put it on whenever I have the opportunity, it's fun. Am I going the right way? Yeah. I gotta start leveling up Blueton a bit more too, along the way. I need more quick run action. Did I turn on dodge roll? I mean, I'm in wisdom, so I wouldn't be able to, but let me just make sure. Yeah, I did. It's been a long time without getting at least level 1 dodge roll. Probably because you don't need it. You don't need it right away like so many people pretend to believe is true because they're making shit up. Especially if you have quick run, which is the same fucking thing virtually. I was trying to get some drive-bys, but I ran out of magic. Yes, letting yourself to believe KH puzzle pieces fixes the KH2 world layout problem. All this shit that you said that I don't give a fuck about. I'm not gaslighting myself. I'm gaslighting other people. You ever consider that?
Please, calm down.
Calm down.
I mean, you're right, but I'm not gaslighting myself.
Had to have a party, didn't you?
Never said that was
Don't
the
you see
plan.
what's happened?
Hey, what's with you?
The rose. My rose.
What? That? He took it?
But surely you can find another rose.
Silence! You don't know anything!
That's not fair, Beast. Don't take it out on Belle. It's not like she stole it.
I'm sorry,
You don't have to apologize.
but
You know what? Is there a setting for this in KH2 randomizer where the puzzle pieces, instead of dropping puzzle pieces to get a randomized reward off of them when if you do them all with that setting on, can they make it so that you get like the same checks that you get in chests off of puzzle pieces?
What I am.
Like you pick up a puzzle piece and it says final form,
I tried to change.
like directly as if it were a chest. Because I want to do that
I was only
with
fooling myself.
the growth abilities being randomized. Because I want to like have to get them
So I should live like a
by doing creative movement if I don't have all the growth abilities. Something to incentivize the skill of getting them. It should have always been like that. That would have been really cool. And the only thing that would have made me be like, yeah, no growths at the start. Puzzle pieces are really fun. Just to try and see if you can get them
all made up.
Yeah.
as soon as you come across them
Look,
with
Belle,
whatever you
leave
have.
this to us. If we can get the Beast's rose back, he'll calm down.
It's really fun to do. I don't know how many of them I have. I've been getting a lot of them. It's gonna be fun to go through and get all of them. I more or less know where they all are just intrinsically. I remember asking about puzzle piece checks back in the day and people just said, why would you want that? Were you specifically saying if the puzzle piece like gave you the items directly, or if it would just randomize the reward of completing them? Because having the reward on for completing them is so ass, because it is rare that it ever has an important check, and if it does have one, you have to do every world and get every puzzle piece to make sure it's one of the 5. So it's like all or nothing when they're on as is. But specifically saying like if they are the check themselves, that's a lot cooler. It really adds a lot more checks to the game in a way that's really neat. Yeah, if you didn't clarify, then yeah, I would have assumed as well having it be like within the existing framework of the game rather than a thing like that. But I agree, in the real oh, excuse me, implementation. Yeah, 5 checks spread across all worlds. Unless they reworked what puzzle pieces are for what, and they made it so that, like, they were guaranteed to give you all the pieces for, like, the first puzzle and, like, the layer 1 worlds and shit, and, like, the hardest one has them backloaded. I don't know. If they, you know, who cares? But if they made it so that, like, you'd get one and it could just be, like, a Blizzard upgrade, that'd be cool. Speaking of which, how many do I have? I wonder if I can clear any of them. This is all but one, huh? Oh, I'm doing the thing with Sora. I didn't even see that. I'm just gonna leave him like that until I get the last piece. Fuck. Yeah, until I get the last piece, he's just like that. We gotta find his legs. This is such a cool feature. The BBS version of this where it's like, oh yeah, you have to figure out where it looks the best, and by that we mean where we determine it's the best, and it's like, okay, couldn't you just have done this again? Couldn't you just have done this again in every game? Did we have to start redefining the wheel on how this fucking puzzle concept worked immediately after implementing it, you know? I guess that's what the new devs did best, is reinvent the wheel badly right after perfecting the formula, you know. Because it is possible that maybe the way that KH2 was specifically could have been patented. You know, I saw some speculation about that the other day from the Final Fantasy Versus 13 schizoid that is on Twitter known as BazTech. Posting about, like, yeah, here's the basic battle concept of KH2's patent, and that's why the rest of them sucked. And it's like, oh, I don't know if that's necessarily true. You know? Now, this one I have on the wall right behind my chat monitor. Except, like, wide, because it's like a bootlegged version, so I can just look up at it. No cheating? What if I have the pictures memorized? Do I have to, like, blunt my fucking memories in order to do this legitimately? Is that how this works? House of the Scorpion? And these can go fuck themselves until I have 100% of them. Yes? Okay. Hey, there's Marluxia. I should do that. I should spend the next, like, 5 hours trying to do that futilely. Hit an eddy and wait for it to kick in, then do it. I thought you meant addy, but you spelled it eddy. Edible? That would be harder. Oh, that's the point, is making it harder. Okay. I was like, oh. I think this fight is actually a lot easier. Though doing it before finishing this world is the equalizer. Let me take a look. Definitely going on main, and that's going on the opposite. I'll give it a shake. I think it could be easily done. I just don't have any items that would make that true. One elixir. Can I beat Data Org before the weed browners kick in? Easy 1 million reviews. I've had the same idea, except it's a lot scarier and less healthy and more bannable. Can I beat Mysterious Figure before the Benadryl kick in? Can I beat Data Org before the 13 Benadryl kick in? And, like, even my lights, set them to, like, fade to pink over the course of an hour, because that's about how long it takes for that shit to fully take full effect. I don't know if that's a good idea. I've had an idea for a very, very, very long time about trying to do the Data Larxene speedrun level 1 strat in a Wendy's. And over the years, the logistics of that have been getting easier, what with new ports for this game and also new technologies like the Steam Deck and shit. So much so that it feels like the idea isn't even, like, special anymore because of that. I think the idea about it being in a Wendy's specifically is because the Larxene voice actress is also the one that says "Have it your way" in the Wendy's commercials, right? Isn't that true? Bring the CRT and PS2 FM to a Wendy's? I could do that too, actually. I have a small CRT and a PS3 that can do the same thing. Stop. Oh! Before. What? Why didn't he swing at me? I thought he would. I was trying to carry the reflect into the damage phase. The fact that this fight has the Doom count gimmick and most things don't actually hurt you directly makes this a lot more manageable at low level crit, but stupid on level 1 crit. It's kind of funny how it works. Oh, I had to... Fuck, I should have done 2 reflex. I had to do that swing just to get myself out of the goo. But I undid the reflex. Yeah, Vanilla 2 drive... Yeah, regaining drive is so much slower across the board, including the way that drive recoveries give you 1 drive instead of 3, and high drives are 3 instead of full. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's not even just, like, how long it takes to refill them yourself, it's also how much you get off the damn thing itself, you know, it's ridiculous. No reason for it, yeah. But there is one thing that justifies it, kinda. I think there is a glitch, this is what I was gonna say, but there's a Master Form, yeah, no, Master Form exploit where, like, you do Magnet in Master Form and then revert, and you get, like, all your drive back up really fast. But, grinding Valor Form with the skateboard hits. Yeah, save point trick is still good, but it's like, if you end up with 0 drive or, like, you get anti or whatever, then it's like, okay, well, you gotta do all that shit the worst way ever. You know? No 2 ways about it, unfortunately. You can figure this out. There we go. I spam so many fucking reflex. I'm trying to get back in control of the fight. Oh my god. I go with the timing of doing that with a physical. Really? There's a method where you can do just enough reflex and, like, with combo pluses, where you can carry the reflect of dealing with that swing into hitting him, like when he respawns and shit. Oh shit! Actually, you know what? This is good in this fight, kinda. Never mind. But it's not as bad because health. Did he make it back to Magic 4 at the end of July? What, Oh yeah. What's up, dude? You're at the Melee... No, the Tekken, right? Oh yeah, I went to that one. That was the second tournament I went to. I'm dead. Oh, I'm not exactly as much. Oops! That was restore count. I just threw and wanted the full damage. Oh! Yeah, I did go to that tournament. I actually got my first win in the Tekken 7 bracket. First tournament win. Was it Melee or Tekken? I'm blanking. It's been a while. It was Tekken, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah, I went to that one. It was cool. And I'm gonna be there on the 9th for the big Smash thing that they have that month. This month. Anti would actually be pretty good if I didn't just immediately like lose all of my count. That could be done. I gotta remember I don't combo master, so if I want to continue a combo, I gotta do like the wizard into a finisher, or like a physical finisher. I don't have any ether, so I gotta be a bit more strategic in this fight. I'm gonna squeeze a lot of damage out of this limit. Are you winning? Oh yeah, I kind of threw, but this is pretty easy once you get to this point in the game. Uh-oh! Only 4 doesn't have a square retaliation. Oops. Sorry about that. Too late for the fire, but whatever. I can live this. No, I don't. That's second chance, not once more. Okay, fuck. Yeah, you kind of don't want to reflect that because he will... Maybe unless you're right against the wall, he pushes you into the fucking shit. Through your reflex. But he always... I think he almost always, when you get, like, cursed like that, get the opportunity to iframe it with, like, passive, successful guard iframes. Normally those speakers are hooked up, but because I have it duplicated through my capture card right now, those are not going. But yeah, I have those hooked up to the CRT usually. So like any input that's going to the CRT will play out those speakers. I've been playing Guitar Hero on them, it's really sick. I'll be streaming something of that sort soon with the Rundus. Yeah, it is fun actually letting the finisher of ours rock, but there's some times where it really doesn't matter whether you use it or not. I just did it there because his retaliation is very safe, and I might as well. I was running on drive anyways. I'm trying to make sure when I reflex this move, I wait long enough, because if you immediately hit the RC, he doesn't take the final reflect damage because he's... I was mashing reflector. How did that not continue? If you hit the RC too early with reflex, it teleports him away from the finisher damage of the thing. At least that counted as a combo for second. Well, once more to proc. I'm surprised that worked that way, actually. Oops, I've been missing timing that recently. This is getting really weird. He didn't get staggered by any of that. Oh, that's fucking annoying. Oh, the ground! Oh. This would be one and done if I had one ether. I swear. What else do I have? Item-wise. The Mega Elixir. I'm not using that. Me win the ground. Oh, the ground! Ah, the French champagne. Oh, my neck just exploded. Thank you, Goofy, for the parry. Oh, it's been celebrated for its excellence. The way that you can mash out an aerial dodge out of that animation is how you know that the dev's new ball. I was hoping that would be an aerial spiral so I could have needied the vulnerability that he has there. I didn't know if the reflection was going to cover it. I had to change my mind right there. At least that also canceled out the, whoa. Whoa! The reverse cage, the Yozora, the KH2 jump? Whoa, I haven't seen him do that in a very long time. What the fuck? I fucked it up. The timing of that so badly. Oh, it's time for this. This is harder to... This is easier to deal with than on 60 FPS, actually. His turning radius is so much sharper in 60. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm gonna raw dog this. Hope I remember how to turn around and turn. Not easy. Watching my fucking MP bar, trying to recover it. There we go. Oh. I'm chasing you down. What are you for? Okay, well that's not good. Don't step in the goo. What? Hold on. There's a bit here, right? Hold on. I hate this fancy ass website that this shit has. Can you just show me how to get to the damn thing? Great. Yeah, you sold the free product to me. Can I just get to the fucking browser source for my OBS? Fuck. What do they want me out of me? I'm trying to get my fucking heart rate on screen because I just remembered I have my watch 103 BPM, but it went up quite a bit at the end of that. I don't remember how to do this shit. Hold on. Yeah, this fight is kind of lame because like the back half of it is just literally DM spam the opportunity that he has to act, but it is kind of a neat gimmick having to deal with it. But yeah, he just does that every time he can, literally on purpose. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this again. Nope, it can't be done. Web, Bluetooth API globally disabled. I'll figure that out some other time. So you guys can see my heart rate. Or whatever. Okay. You get a drive gauge for doing this, don't you? This is like the best one to do and also kind of the easiest. I should... Let's lock in for this one. It can be done. This warrants the Mega Elixir if the reward is a fucking drive gauge. It can be done. And also, I was supposed to have on Comet and not Trinity. I didn't realize that until I used it. I'm like, oh, this is a liability. Need Comet instead if I'm really gonna get the most out of limit iframe stalling. There we go. This can be done. Alright. It can be done. Always worth waiting until the reflect is finished before hitting this RC. You usually have time and it deals a lot more damage if you do. Not the RC, but, you know, just overall. Why did he... Oh, I didn't hit his thing, that's fine. Didn't hit him enough. I'll let him recover on his own. Mistake. I dropped that because I started to get self-conscious about the possibility of it dropping. The only time that I ever drop R's inputs is when I think about all the people that complain about it always dropping for them and it never does for me, and I think about it and then it happens. I'm dead. I'm alive. Woo! I landed right in the right spot. Woo! I can't believe I lit that. Yeah, this fight owns. This attack, though, it's still not fixed. He turns twice as fast and sharply on 60 FPS. They never caught that when they fixed the 60 FPS glitches from launch PS4. Release. Okay, yeah, do this attack more times in a row, not the other one, please. This one is fun. The other one sucks ass. Sucks ass. Again? Okay. Like, the way that I just dealt with that, the way that I just sidestepped that instead of, like, jumping over or like, iframes or reflex spamming, you cannot do that. You can't do that in, 60 FPS versions. It does not work that way. Maybe if you set it to 30 on PC, I actually don't know. It's fine, it's just numbers. Bitch! I read correctly on when that would end and perfectly timed those strike rates that would combo like that. That was sick. That worked exactly as it would in my head. Oh yeah, it's just like the intro. I didn't even think of that. Okay, I gotta pat myself on the back for that. I didn't even think of the KH2 intro bit. Just happened again. I gotta make sure I always kill Marusha with that. No, I was just thinking to myself, strike raid, yeah, I'll just wait for him to become actionable and hope that it hits. Should take at least 2. That's the best value that strike raid really has most of the time, is being the fastest and safest. Maybe not safest, but one of the best ways to just like secure the kill when you only have like a hit or 2 to do it before RV or something weird. Otherwise, it's just like the worst limit, because you're not fully iframed between throws like in KH1. So it's like, what's the point of using that over Sonic Blade? It does have more range than Sonic Blade, though, at least. Reverse strike right on. Yeah, for swag, yeah. Of course, it also has swag value. More than Ragnarok, to be honest. Ragnarok is overrated nowadays. Everybody claps like a seal for Ragnarok kills. It's like, bro, you're gonna clap the 50th fucking time people use this for a canned swag finisher. Show me the curved 180, 360, 900 degree strike rates that everybody have been labbing out recently. The standards have gone up drastic, you know. It ain't 2016 anymore, guys. You know. I don't even think I used the elixir that attempt.
Hey, Beast!
Nice. Hey, bitch!
Leave me alone.
Come on, you need to hear this. You used to be fearless. You would have given your life to save Belle.
Now you're just
Don't you know what that meant to us? You gave us all courage. Maybe you should have kept some for yourself. I mean, are you really gonna throw your happiness away? The rose is your only hope, isn't it? Well, it's the only hope for Cogsworth and the others, too. So don't throw away your last chance. Remember what it was like before Belle lived here? See? You can't give up. Not now.
I know one thing.
What?
This castle belongs to me. Zaldin will never be welcome here.
Beast just had to lean into the anti-nobody racism in order to lock the fuck in for once in this game. Rumbling Rose. That goes on Master Form immediately. That's what we do. I don't really care for having more than 2 finishers. Just like the 1 finishing plus the 1 standard one. I don't really care to have that as early as possible. But on Master Form is different. Different story. And the strength stat, like, yeah, it's a bit more than... But the combo boost is still better for damage, you know. This is where I save warp to the other wing, don't I? Or at least to the central center. Yeah, it's still faster, I think. Okay, just held forward. But at least I got around to the red dudes that troll the fuck out of you, like the most lethal... No, it goes right here. Perfect. Never mind.
Came after
that is the move.
You had me worried. I was afraid you'd given
Master
up.
Form feels better than crowd control than Final Form sometimes, honestly.
What do you guys really want?
Final Form is best for everything if you know what you're doing with it, but Master Form for like overwhelming mob fights like the cavern fights, it feels better for like in a simpler way. I don't think it might just be better in general. Infinite Reflect.
That's why we need your heartless
and
your nobody.
Disaster Finisher. I'm gonna use it right now and show you. I just use my MP bar smartly first before popping a drive. There we go. This move right here. Final ain't got shit. Final does not have that shit, and Limit definitely does not either. It's got a bunch of really egregiously good shit otherwise, but like look at this. Finally got that. It ain't got that. That finisher, if you know how to reliably activate it in terms of like, you know, when the game detects that Sora is surrounded. Plus like infinite reflecting into it until you're ready to press attack and get that button. Yeah, it does have that over Final. Primo. Primo.
Huh?
Primo. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Is that?
The rose.
Look! It's the rose!
Oh yeah, Master Form, Port Royal 2, that's like the only real way of doing that fight, to be honest, because every other option takes 5 times longer to get all medallions back. It's like the only answer, and it turns that fight into really dog shit to really manageable and consistent. It's actually crazy how, like, the quadruple thunder for one thunder, it's like as soon as your MP bar ends, you get like all the medallions. It almost feels on purpose that they set it up like that.
Get out of my castle now!
That fight goes from worst in the game to normal with a few menuing strats and the Master Form strat. It's crazy.
Bell or the rose?
This will be the last world, and then I'll wrap it up. I've got a bunch of things to do.
Good one, Belle.
Zaldin spent months on this plan. You even scout out the castle with him as Roxas in Days just for him to get gut checked by Belle. Months of planning went into this, and then he just gets soldier checked. It's awesome. There's a mod for this guy's weapons in Jedi Academy, the entire organization, but you can have these two weapons too, and if you equip both of them as like dual sabers, they are animated like to oscillate to sit around the player in the air just like this. Fuck. Oh, whatever. 7 is enough. Whoa! Already? Okay, that was already phase 2. You guys are already doing the multiple attacks. No way! Oh, hell nah! Get the fuck out of here, Mickey. Critical mode should have made it so that Mickey never shows up to help you, and also you never get anti-form. That would have been cool. Or it's like super, super, super rare even under the highest multiplier conditions. That would have been cool. They should have done that. Nice whiff on the first one. He didn't like that shit one bit. Dude! Final could never do that shit with the fire and the jump. Oh, Final does that better. Final does that way better. Actually. Way better. Oh yeah, they let you activate limits while you're jumping. They don't not let you. It's better with duck flare. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, oh, do people usually go here right away? Or do they usually do pirates, I think. They get duck flare from there, and then they can get like 9 jumps off of this immediately by doing that into this. And I think they actually stop right before phase 2 on damage, and then they... Oh yeah, get this. Still in master form, which is ideal. You want to be able to revert out of this, and then summon in Donald while jumping, so that Donald doesn't die. If you would ever load in. Bro! Asshole. What the fuck is that? There we go. Babe. I still haven't killed Larxene, huh? I'm gonna go kill her ass. I have Reflera now and like everything else that one could need. But I'm going to piss while this cutscene is going because I need the footage. I need the footage.
Here, it's yours again.
Belle?
I know. You want me to leave the castle.
What matters is, you weren't hurt by Zaldin. You're safe. And, I'm very grateful to you for bringing the rose back to me. Thank you.
It's the least I could do. You've been good to me, and you didn't have to be.
Listen, Belle.
Yes?
Oh.
Say it.
Go on.
Come on.
You can do it. We have confidence.
Don't be bashful now.
Belle, I'd like you to stay with me, please.
I will.
Maestro, music.
Hey, did you see the look on Belle's face when she grabbed that rose?
Huh?
Yup, she sure was having fun, all right.
She is rather unique, isn't she?
Always ready for a little adventure. Two of them do seem made for each other.
Yeah, they sure do.
Alright. That MIDI at the end was hella rough. I was listening to it on the toilet and I was like, wow, this MIDI is hella rough. Oh, I can't go back and kill Larxene right away. I have to do the fucking world. Well, I'll do that another time, I guess. Are there any other absents that I can get? Not really. Zexion is dead. Larxene is inaccessible currently. Marluxia is dead. Lexaeus. Didn't I kill Lexaeus? Let me double check. I actually don't... I'm pretty sure I did. But I feel like I actually may not have. I actually don't remember. I'm pretty sure I did. I just want to check. I'm trying to tussle. I wish Birth by Sleep had more to do with, yeah, I got him. I wish Birth by Sleep went into more of, what the early organization was doing. That's probably what BBS 0.2 would have... Birth by Sleep 2 would have, had if that game actually came to fruition. Or, you know, 0.2 original draft, where it was going to be another 3-character game continuing. That would have been cool. I would have wanted to see more early org stuff. I don't think if there's anything I can do that doesn't involve doing a whole world visit. I don't think that there is, because Arxene's locked off right now. Unfortunately. I could do a mushroom or two. Can I? Am I allowed to go to the mansion? Get to the spot where Arxene is pretty quick from revisit. Yeah, just for the sake of the recording, I don't want to have to be like, okay, yeah, on stream I really wanted to fight Arxene, so the first couple fucking cutscenes are in the, you know, this recording and the tail end of it, you know. But you are, I think you're right. I'm not trying to get into that if I don't have to. But I'll tussle with a mushroom or two real quick, if I can. Getting these chests now instead of during TT3 would be nice, so I'm not getting sniped. That'd be nice. Maybe I can get all the puzzle pieces here, just to do something before signing off for the night. Yeah, there's the mushroom. It's gonna be like the classic wisdom form method, right? Let me see if I can get this piece first. Yo, you think you can throw my piece up there? You can toss my piece up there? Easy. See if I can do this in Master instead of Wisdom. Fuck. Isn't too bad, but it sucks. I need to get like 40. With Combo Master, it would be a lot more decent, or, you know, Ethers. Yeah, they don't fuck with that. Hey, did I get a drive recovery though, at least? Maybe. I don't remember what the threshold is for them conferring that. Yeah, I do. It's so cool that, like, if you do take the time to farm mushrooms that you can semi-do enough to get the drive recovery at least, as early as you can in the game, you could just, like, farm drive recoveries and just have them and use them for fun. How do you get Common Master? You get it off of Roxas as soon as you beat him, which is so sick. Like the best spot for that shit to drop.
Let's go.
I wish that mushrooms counted towards the Wisdom EXP. They don't, do they? Six.
Yeah. 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 Freeze. Yeah.
Walk in. Stop doing these finishers. Where are the... Oh. Not bad. But not good. Is it cool to beat Data's Eminence as my first org in KH2 Remind? That's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't remember how long that one took me, but it was definitely the harder ones. I did them in order, more or less, when I first ran through it, just for fun. But yeah, that one has got some tricks. That one is definitely among the harder. Good shit. What level of difficulty? It's still impressive, but I'm just curious. Crit. Pretty good. Crit. Even though you do a lot of damage at that level, it's still, you get fucking demolished if you make too many mistakes. Good shit. Ultima. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. Alright, you are going to take that Ultima and unequip it and just do it with Oathkeeper and Oblivion. Or else somebody, not me, definitely not me, but somebody will hear that you did it with Ultima, and you'll never hear the end of it. Definitely not me though, but somebody. Here's what you're gonna do. You'll have a much more, you'll have a greater sense of satisfaction if you do it without Ultima. It's just the damage that you get out of its finishers and shit is just so boosted compared to like every other normal Keyblade. It doesn't even feel... That Keyblade feels so... It feels so good, it feels like a cheat code, I guess, is where I'm going with this. My friend calls me a shitter for not getting past the entrance to the garden too. Yeah, you're a shitter. This is the part where I activate. I've baited the hook, right? You're in. This guy's doing KH3 data org 99 crit with Ultima. He couldn't even get to the Garden of Assemblage. He couldn't get past core nobodies. Oh, look at this fucking guy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But, you know, you gotta start somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. No. You know me. You can get to 99 pretty easily and quickly in 2 if you make sure you have EXP boost on and the golden Keyblade on, and just go up and down World That Never Was with like half health or less, and just kill all the nobodies. However you want to do it. 3 triple EXP boosts going up and down the last worlds where you don't get HP orbs to drop, and so you can just like stay at that low health. It's fun. And then do data work in that too. Do that next. The water iframes fucking suck. You're getting baited. Don't ever use that for iframes. It's stupid. We talk shit about it here. It's dumb. They suck. Guardian's better. It always loops back. Dude, water iframes, bros. Mysterious Tower? For EXP? No, not Mysterious Tower. What's the Mysterious Tower method? What is this? I've never heard of that one.
Let's go.
Alright, I need to focus and actually get this one. Rooms are quick to transition to? Maybe on PS2 that's a factor, but wouldn't the enemies in the World That Never Was be a lot more valuable for both final grinding and level grinding? Or do you have this shit mapped out to like EXP per minute and it's better? Because if you have it mapped out to that, if you have it that specific, then I'll believe you. Just until then, I don't believe you. Because World That Never Was has a lot of really neat spots for like a huge enemy count. Why can't I get 40? I'm struggling. I mean, either way, it's good. I'm getting all these drive recoveries. video to do it quick. Oh, Goofy got that shield, nice. There's definitely a lot to be said about using this world for getting final form levels off the ground when you first get final form. That is definitely true. Because you can barely do shit with final form until it's like 1 or 2 levels in, and you want to do that in this world, in the mansion, and then move on to like more rooms in the mansion, and then other worlds like that. I'm gonna try this in master form. See if I can do something funny with it.
Give me strength. Yeah.
Yesterday was so embarrassing. Well, for what? Data org? I brought my PS5 to my friend's house and loaded up 2. Tried Sephiroth just to fail the first reflect and get decimated. Oh. The RC or just trying to reflect the RC? He's gotta match that shit out. Whenever I go for the reflecting that, I try to walk backwards for as long as possible before the attack hits me, or like the reflect wouldn't come out, because you can actually get the first reflect to deal damage, but only if you do that. But it's pretty easy to do once you've, done it once and you felt it out. I'm sure that's what you were trying to do. Maybe. I'm gonna come back later and do this with final form when I can just like glide around and do whatever the hell I want on these guys. Is there a different? Can I do mushroom 8? Oh. Goofy limit be good. You know what? I didn't even think about trying limits for this mushroom. That'd be funny to fuck with actually. I don't think that would be good, but you got me curious. I want to see it. Mushroom 8 is able. The final form method is pretty cool, but setting up that method so that the rest of the sequence is consistent is like just as hard as doing Mushroom 8 normally. But I will always do it the Yachi Nanasi way because I hate how his when he gets popped up it's random. It doesn't do shit. Oh, it's starting to now.
This is it.
It only works if it's direct 1-to-1 Sora damage. That's the only time that these can get broken. I want to play 2 rando, I don't own it on Steam. Steal a PC copy of Kingdom Hearts 2. By any means that you can figure out on your own, and then do it. I recommend doing that. Don't just pirate it, steal it. I'm kidding. Acquire it. You've already probably bought this game like 50 times, you can morally justify it. I think that's the morally correct thing to do, to be honest. Oh, if you can't get a final mix ISO, then you can't be helped. Never mind. Never mind. It can't be done. Do I want to try this one again? No, I kind of don't. I got a bunch of dry recoveries then. It's worth. I'm definitely not doing Mushroom 8 for a while. The Serious figure is really cool. Easy to call him one of the worst fights, but he's actually one of the best ones because of memorability. Memorability factor alone. He's cool and fun to beat. Let's see if I can get that puzzle piece. No, I need forms for that. But I do have recoveries. Hold up. Oh, I've eaten them all though. Fuck. Oh, I remember the method. Hold up.
Right.
Magic Lock on might fuck this over. God damn it. Magic Lock on. Oh, I tried to turn it off earlier, but I didn't remember what it was fucking called. What is it called and how much is it? Fuck. Ability. Good and it sucks at the same time for the same reason. I have beaten Mysterious Figure the fastest on record. It's not really something that's like speedrun.com tracked, but nobody has a faster video as far as I'm aware of. By accident. And I did it again on purpose. Where is Magic Lock on? That's Magic Lock on, okay. Level 99 grind in Birth by Sleep sucks so much dick.
Let's go.
I can't remember how I did it the last time I did it. If it wasn't just through like save editing or whatever. Fuck. What's the turnaround? That puzzle piece. I'll get that shit later. Is there a fun level 99 grind in any game? Yeah, this one. KH2. Best one. Victory Pose Radiant Garden? No, that one sucks. Using Victory Pose in the reactor doesn't make sense in Radiant Garden because Victory Pose only multiplies the experience of like a random ass enemy and it's not worth the deck space when it could be 4 Mega Flares with rotating cooldowns. The cousin guy got banned twice like hours ago. That's fine. Yes, I think the best method in Birth by Sleep is still, Blob Mob, EXP chancing / victory posing. Because getting that enemy to split the maximum amount of times and killing them one by one with victory poses, because they drop, like, the whole enemy's worth of experience for each 8 of them, it's still the best method. It's just so annoyingly, like, involved. I don't know how much faster it is than EXP grinding, but I just remembered... Remember when I fucked with Steam input on the Steam ports and made it mash, like taking a step and spinning the camera at the same time with EXP Walker and EXP Chance active, and it was actually like pretty fast. Not like insanely fast, but like if you're gonna use EXP Walker and let the game run overnight instead of booting up a save editor, it's pretty good. EXP Walker doesn't even work unless you're doing some kind of exploit or reactivating the input. Can I cut a piece of your AHIR hair and keep it? Pull over to the right, please. Account created September 14th, 2025. Who are you? Your last words... Your next words might be your last. People don't talk like this. Another alt. Crazy Tuesday, huh? Is there anything else I can do? I really wanted to beat Larcene, but I don't want to start another world. Satanist tag phrase coming out. That tag was funny back when it was a like a preset tag, but then they ruined tags by letting you put whatever you want in there. So people stopped like hate browsing it. Let me just get some random chests. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll boot up Guitar Hero 3 and do a Fire in the Flames check-in so you guys can see how much better I've gotten on it. It's been a while. And I want to see what percent I can get tonight. Oh, the Tifa door chest is locked. I don't remember when this opens. Probably after part 2 of the visit. Yeah, we're gonna do a Fire in the Flames check-in. Because I also want to test how my speaker setup sounds over this microphone. I need to do a sound test on it. Those are the freeze today? No, that's just a normal day. That is Tuesday. Tuesdays are crazy days. This save takes fucking forever. I wonder if it's been taking longer or not since I started the playthrough. It's kind of ridiculous. It may have always been like this though, I don't remember. Jesus Christ. KH2 was faster, wasn't it? Kiraza makes me feel pain. Yeah, Kiraza doesn't have iframes, you know that? I'll run through Dead Org and through the unupgraded Kingdom Key. I never said go that far. Just do it without Ultima was my only suggestion. I did it with Oathkeeper and Oblivion. Do it with Oathkeeper and Oblivion. I intentionally used 2 Keyblades instead of 3 so I wouldn't have to balance out 3 forms potentially at the same time. Do it with Oathkeeper and Oblivion fully upgraded. It's fun. Anything but with Ultima. That just, like, does egregiously way too much damage. No pro codes. Don't do it with fucking pro codes. I don't care about that. Anything but Ultima. Alright, give me a minute. I'm gonna switch over to my Guitar Hero setup just for a little bit before the end of the stream because I want to, yeah, my controller battery's dying. Whatever. I just need to go to my break screen so I can make sure everything is working. Alright, hold up. 1 minute. Where the hell is it? Where did my break screen go? BRB scene? Oh, it's just this. Right, cool. I should have to do a bunch of things. Do I want to do all that? No, this is going to be too much of a pain in the ass, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I have to rewire a bunch of shit. I'm not willing to do all that right now. Animation cancel. Stay tuned for Guitar Hero. Rundus is going to be here soon. We're going to be doing a bunch of streams with him, including some Guitar Hero stuff. But yeah, I will catch y'all later. Have a good night. Halo, I would, but I have a bunch of shit that I need to do tonight before it gets too much later. But at some point, maybe. But yeah, more of this in the future. But a lot of fun streams on the docket for the next week or so. I'll catch y'all later. Have a good night.